Hey son! Welcome to Gamehead. My name is Marcus and I'm awesome. Tonight, Mega64 takes over the studio. Plus, we got all the latest game news, reviews, and previews. Yeah!
Tonight on Gamehead, we review Hitman Blood Money and Rockstar Games Table Tennis. We preview Tekken Dark Resurrection for the PSP, Resistance Fall of Man for the PS3, and Too Human for the 360. And we have the exclusive world premiere of the new Mega64 Resident Evil 4 skit.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Gamehead. I'm Jeff Keighley, and tonight we're here in San Diego, California, at the production studio of Mega64.com. Now, you may have seen the videos that these guys do on the web. They do cool Jackass-style parodies of games like Paperboy, Metal Gear Solid, and Tetris, and they always seem to get themselves in a little bit of trouble. So I thought I'd come here and hang out with the guys and see what they're working on right now. Let's see who's inside here. How you doing? Never a warm welcome to the Gamehead. Hey,
I'm just kidding.
How you doing? I'm Jeff.
Shawn.
Shawn, what's happening? This is Mega64 Central.
This is it. Here you go. HQ.
You got two special guests with you?
Right here. You got,
Hey, I'm
Derek.
Jeff. How you doing?
I'm Rocco.
Rocco, how you doing on your bike? All right, I get it.
Derek.
Derek, how you doing? This is, I guess, the brain trust of Mega64.com, which is a site I love. You guys do these cool sort of send-up parodies of, you know, all of our favorite video games. How did you guys ever come up with the idea for doing these videos? I mean, you're just three kids, you know, who love video games. Right?
That would be Rocco's department. Yeah, it was all his brainchild.
You're the brain trust, I guess, right?
I guess you could say that. It was pretty much just out of boredom. Really just want to make people angry. That's really it. There's
Two
really
things in life that
nothing.
we enjoy: games and annoying people. So
Annoying people getting in trouble, right?
pretty much.
Exactly.
That's what it's boiled down to.
So you were all in theater class together in high school, or how did
Yes.
that work?
Yeah. We were all in theater, and then we all did videos together. And
Right.
We threw in games, and
Did you have one game that you all of a sudden said one day, it's like, let's just do a parody of this game?
It was pretty much just playing video games and realizing how stupid they would look if they were really happening in the real world. And it wasn't any one particular game. We just the concept.
Tekken. Like an old friend you can depend on, that's how I think of Namco's long-standing fighting franchise. Now Tekken is set to kick ass on the go with the new Tekken Dark Resurrection for the PSP. In update to Tekken 5, this game features a couple new characters in addition to old favorites, including, yes, a giant fighting panda. New this time are Lily, an attractive blonde who's the daughter of a wealthy oil magnate, and Sergei Dragunov, a Russian commando known as the White Angel of Death. Get taken with Tekken Dark Resurrection for the PSP when it fights its way onto store shelves July 25th.
Super Mario Brothers was the first skit we filmed, and you know, we were shy at first, so we just kind of, you know, shyly crept our way through a high school track meet.
You guys are still going to school and working and stuff, so
Right.
you just do this kind of on weekends for fun?
Whenever we have time off.
it's our free time.
Yeah.
This is actually my full-time job. I'm kind of the loser slacker of the bunch.
Rocco doesn't
so.
really have a job or contribute to society.
Well, but you guys, I mean,
At
now
all.
this is growing. I mean, the website is huge. You have tons of people visiting the website, downloading the videos at Mega64.com. And you've also got, you know, Ubisoft and some game companies actually hiring you guys to do videos for the games, right?
Right.
Your duty as Solid Snake is to find the codec to remove the virus from the central computer.
Well, that was cool. The Metal Gear one where you guys were in the supermarket.
Right.
And it's like, so who played Solid Snake?
This guy, that was me. Because Metal Gear is all sneaking, so we figured where could we
Where can you sneak
where
around
we're
in
not
public
supposed
place,
to.
right?
It's just the three of us, and we take one camera, so it's easy to hide. Everybody's focusing on me.
We get the shot and we just take off. Like, we get lucky.
Sometimes we'll get confronted.
Yeah, what? Is it with a class or you on your own? What class is it?
Well, that was the best. I love the Katamari skit that you guys did, where you're on the baseball diamond, right?
Right.
Why take out a mark with a bullet when you can poison their wedding cake or replace a prop gun on a Paris opera stage with a real one? Such mischievous activity is par for the course in Hitman Blood Money, the latest stealth action game from Eidos for the 360, PS2, Xbox, and PC. This fourth Hitman game gives players a lot of options. There are disguises, a chicken outfit and a police uniform, lots of silencers, and a new twist, Blood Money. You can use your payday to upgrade weapons or to bribe the press from revealing your true identity. It's an interesting twist. The cleaner the assassination, the less you have to pay. So when you're killing at Mardi Gras or visiting a Vegas casino, there's now a reason to hide the bodies. Sly Stallone and Antonio Banderas would be proud. Hitman works because it's not just about pulling the trigger. The missions and the ways to take out your targets are always innovative. The stealth action can be frustrating at times, but overall, this Hitman definitely hits his mark. Next on Gamehead, we find out how the Mega64 guys got their Emmy, and we find out which next-gen console has the best internet buzz. And later, we have the world premiere of Mega64's Resident Evil 4 skit.
Hey, welcome back to Gamehead. Tonight we're here in San Diego hanging out with the guys behind Mega64.com, the Emmy Award-winning guys?
Yeah, just recently, but you know, we don't take it very seriously. Mega64 is kind of a gimme Emmy. Yeah, that's the way we feel.
Exactly. But you've got, another DVD that's coming out this summer, which we're excited about, with all new skits. Now, when you put together these DVDs, I mean, it's just you three guys, right? I mean, there's not this big sort of corporate entity that's like scripting everything and editing it, right?
Just us, three of us.
So break it down for me when you decide you want to do a skit. I mean, what does it cost? I mean, it's literally just like you with a camera shooting one of these guys
the
do something
camera
crazy?
and then the costume that whatever you need to find. Like sometimes you take a pillow, cut the head off, and then like sew it back together a different way, make a different head or something like that.
Katamari Damacy skit, it was pretty much just a pillow gutted on Shawn's head. We hit up eBay and thrift stores, that's pretty much it. Average cost of a skit, about $1.25.
Sure, PS3 isn't out yet, but that doesn't mean I can't start hyping up some of the games, right? Resistance Fall of Man from Insomniac is a first-person shooter that takes place in London, England, circa 1951. Why London and why 1951? Well, instead of recovering from World War II, the scenario is that WW2 never took place. Instead, London has been ravaged by a swarm of alien-like creatures who carry some sort of bird flu virus. Like in Halo, your goal is to destroy everything that moves. And since the game is from Insomniac, the creators of Ratchet & Clank, you can look forward to some inventive weapons. There's the Bullseye gun, which lets you target the same area over and over again, and my favorite, the Hedgehog Grenade, a weapon that launches explosive spikes like a cluster bomb. I only regret that Resistance Fall of Man won't be in stores until November 17th.
Okay, our grand tour of the production facility continues. Where are we heading now?
We are going to my room to look at the video game collection. So
Fantastic.
I know.
I know I am. Let's go
Okay.
check it out. All right, guys.
Thank you.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, maybe.
So you got vinyl on the wall here. You've got games on the bed.
Correct.
And you've got a wheelchair for your computer chair.
Also correct.
Well, that's cool. So, I mean, obviously you play games a lot. Did you grow up, playing games?
Yeah, I mean.
Obviously you got the
kid did.
old NES. You got Metal Gear here.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. So that's, you really played this when you were a little kid?
You know what? I tried.
There's still dust on it there.
Well, yeah,
That's
no.
like-
You gotta blow in the cartridge.
Do you still play like old school NES stuff though?
You know, my favorite is Tetris. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
Like, and I know it's no kung fu.
Right.
But it's it's.
So were you in your Tetris skit? Were you actually the Tetris block walking around?
Yes, I was. Derek and I we switched off. But
That was funny where you see that and I guess you had a little hole sort of where you could
little
see the
hole,
Tetris, but
yeah.
you guys were running into stuff. I mean,
right.
that's
I
pretty
ran
tough.
into that with the pole.
And isn't it true you met your girlfriend when you were dressed as the Tetris block?
Yeah. No, I ran into her and she's like, "Who are you?" And I took up the thing and like, wow. And then
Exactly.
ever since then, it's been me and her.
And you have to build the costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's usually my department. I usually make all the costumes and put it all together.
So you're a seamstress as well?
I guess so. My grandma taught me how to sew for this occasion, actually.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really?
I can now sew because of that skit.
So look at that. What video games have brought you? Don't say video games haven't taught you.
Exactly.
anything, right?
Exactly.
Well, it's pretty funny when you got the cop siren going on.
Oh, yeah,
and,
no, it's all
people
good laughs.
complaining about stuff.
The show is
You're not
new.
worried about your well-being?
Oh no.
Someone's gonna kick you. I mean,
she
has there ever
knows.
been a case where when you're playing like a Tetris block or something, and you guys are worried that someone's like literally gonna kick your ass?
We do have occasions where people get upset with us, but I'm usually a good talker and calm people down and just get them chill off. And then at the end, they usually shake my hand and let us do our thing. So, my dad says he's waiting for that call though for me needing to get bailed out of jail. He's waiting for it. So.
Or someone just punch your lights out right there.
You know what?
Block.
If it's on film,
Right.
it's all good.
Coming up next on Gamehead, we check out Mega64's wardrobe and prop department, and still to come, our Game of the Week would make Forrest Gump proud. Here's your Gamehead advantage. If you're having a little trouble playing Outrun 2006 coast to coast and feel like plowing all the way through those detours, enter this code, entirety, when editing a license. When they ask you to confirm the change, decline, and now you get a sneak peek at all the girls and the close of the game.
Everybody, welcome back to Gamehead. This week we're down here in San Diego. We're leaving the production offices of Mega64, and Rocco, we're gonna head out and check out your ride, right?
That's right, that's right. My pimped ride, basically, is what we got over here. Just the show we kind of film. This is pretty much the costume department.
You got the retired pack, the core system for
What's
Xbox
that?
360,
Oh,
right?
yeah, well, I dropped it, so I just kind of, that's okay. Don't even pay attention to that. Don't even, got the Mario hat. Marcus, this is actually another co-host of the show. Sorry about that. Don't even pay attention to that wig. I don't really think we've ever used a tripod. We got a script. I wasn't in that. That's a script. We don't use script. Trash bags. Wait, dude, you got a whole
Toilet
set.
paper.
This was from the Prince of Persia video that we did. We've got some loose Mike and Ikes in this bag. If you're welcome to help yourself to that later, Jeff. I don't know.
Little hat, okay. Now, Rocco, you're just piling all this trash on top of the 360. I gotta ask you, are you gonna do the same thing with the PS3?
I'm probably just gonna play the PS3, Jeff.
What happens when a polar bear, a dark mythical cloud, and 40 pretty screwed up characters find a few holes in the ground? It becomes a hit TV series, and thus along comes a video game. Ubisoft's Montreal studio and Touchstone Television will collaborate on a video game based on ABC's hit series Lost. Lost, the game, won't ship, sail, fly, or shoot through a mail tube until winter 2007, so at least we know the Hanso Foundation still has a few tricks up their sleeves. It's been a busy couple of months for Nintendo. The Wii made its huge debut at E3, they announced the price tag will be under $250, and on top of all that, they decided to promote our friend and my fierce competitor, Reggie Fils-Aimé, to President and Chief Operating Officer of Nintendo of America. Congrats, Reggie. Keep on kicking ass, taking names, and oh yeah, keep working on that backhand.
When you put your first video up, how did you tell people about it? Did you put it up on something awful or something, or how did people find out about it?
It was pretty much, honestly, we put out the site just to get attention because we were going to start this as a public access show. Without really promoting it that much, we started, it started showing up on message boards.
It was already word of mouth. We were surprised.
We hardly did any work.
And then people just started downloading the videos and telling their friends, right?
After a while, we got a pretty good following considering our crappy videos. Mega64 is pretty much like, as you said before, the abusive boyfriend. We just keep, abusing some of our fans, but they come back.
Do people ever sort of figure it out? Like, when you're there, it's like you said, there's a camera there, and they're like, this must be for some TV show.
They really don't know what to think.
No, they
we
really
did a
don't.
Hitman skit once where Shawn had piano wire and would choke me and drag me off behind a corner, then come back wearing my clothes, and people, I think they might have been just terrified because nobody said anything.
People just backed off.
Yeah.
Or we'll also mention sometimes that it's from a hit WB drama. We recently told somebody we were filming One Tree Hill.
In Too Human from Silicon Knights, you're Baldur, a cybernetically enhanced warrior god entrusted with the survival of the human race as they struggle against a never-ending invasion of robots and killer machines. With a third-person view of the hero and camera angles that are almost always controlled by the game, Too Human has a rich cinematic feel to the action. Be on the lookout for Too Human for the Xbox 360 later this year. Next on Gamehead, we check out the Mega64 set, we have the world premiere of Mega64's new Resident Evil 4 skit, and our Game of the Week puts a next-gen topspin on an old table game classic. Here's a Gamehead fact. Take a look at the top 5 selling handheld games of all time. It looks like a Pokemon Rainbow with 3 titles for the Game Boy and 2 for the Game Boy Color. It'll be interesting to see how the DS and the PSP will affect this list in the years to come. here's what's coming out in stores next week. Capcom gives you all your favorite Street Fighter Alpha titles on Street Fighter Alpha Anthology for the PS2. Eidos calls an Urban Chaos Riot Response for the Xbox and PS2, and MotoGP 06 cruises onto the Xbox 360.
All right, Derek, well, now we've made it into the bowels of Mega 64 Central, the garage.
This is it. This is where our official set is.
You got the Mega 64 wheel here?
We do. We go to a lot of conventions, and Comic-Con is our favorite because we get to bring the Wheel of Mystery. That's what we call it.
You grew up playing a lot of games?
I did. My favorite game as a kid was Gyromite.
Really?
A little obscure. That's the game you played with the Rob. I don't know if you remember that one.
No. Oh, with the
With
NES
the robot.
robot.
Yeah, I didn't have the robot, so I played with both controllers. So
Right.
the game was really easy and fun. I loved it.
That was the game for you. Do you still play a lot of games now? You have like a 360? Rocco apparently destroyed his, but
He
you got
destroyed
one?
mine, so no, I don't.
Oh, that
I have
was
a 360.
That was yours, right?
I'm really pissed about it, yeah.
The bad boys at Rockstar are back with a game that simulates table tennis. There's no cursing, no steaming coffee, and no open world. Just 2 players, 2 paddles, and a magic white little ball. As you work your way through 4 tournaments, you'll come to appreciate the finesse of the controls. Much like Virtua Tennis, the game gives you precise control over players like France's Luke or Japan's Kumi. You use the left stick to aim and the right one to put one of 4 kinds of spin on the ball. $39 for a table tennis game is a lot of money, especially since there's no create a player or career mode. But overall, I'd still recommend picking it up, especially as a multiplayer game. Once again, Rockstar does the unexpected and delivers a killer spin.
We finally made it to the Mega 64 computer, right? Now this is the thing that turns games into reality.
The one and only.
This is it.
You guys have hooked us up with something very cool, which is the world premiere of your Resident Evil 4 sketch. You play the merchant in this, right?
I was the merchant from Resident Evil 4, just a friendly shopkeep who sells you your weapons in the game. And all I was doing, I was being perfectly polite, just going up to people asking, what are you selling? What are you buying? That sort of thing. And
Right out of the game, exactly what
right,
it says.
exactly out of
Yeah.
the game. Nothing bad. And then, sure enough, we had some moms pretty upset. We were only there a few minutes, and we were hightailing out of there until we got boxed in by 5 police cars, and it wasn't a very pretty sight.
And then, but did they confiscate your tapes or anything? Obviously not, because the sketch survived. Right?
That's the thing. I guess apparently they didn't notice that we had cameras rolling and a microphone attached to myself, and let's just say we got some magic.
Excellent. Well, let's check out that magic now. It's the world premiere of the Resident Evil 4 skit from Mega 64.
Welcome. What are you buying? What are you selling? Come back anytime. Greetings, stranger. What are you buying? Thank you. Got a lot of good things on sale, stranger. Got a lot of good things on sale, stranger. Got a lot of good things on sale, stranger.
What do you got?
Things. Welcome. What are you selling?
Nothing over here. Are you picking up a pizza?
Ah, yes. I'll buy it at a high price.
What's the name?
Stranger. Ah, I'll buy it at a high price. Ah, I'll buy it at a high price.
No way. This?
Ah, thank you.
Right on.
What are you buying?
Consider head home to the kids.
What are you selling?
Nothing.
What are you buying? 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 What are you buying?
Should I still stay here and do stuff, or should we go somewhere else?
They're calling people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're on their phones and shit.
Oh, let's go.
Jump back in the car.
Let's go!
Okay, well, the Mega 64 keeps working away, but that's it for this week's Gamehead. Guys, thanks for letting me hang out and see some of the behind-the-scenes action of Mega 64.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Thank you, and we'll see the DVD coming out this summer, right? Out on July 20th. You can go to Mega64.com to order it, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. You guys seem excited about it, right? Gonna be the best DVD yet?
So excited.
Probably ever. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, well, that's it for this week's Game Head, but make sure to tune in next week for all the latest video game news, reviews, and previews. I know the game. Do you?
This episode of Gamehead will be available tomorrow on SpikeTV.com for your viewing pleasure. Mention it during your next Picto Chat.